Good morning. Hello, everyone. Couple technical difficulties. Good morning. Hello, whatever time it is. Today's class will be focusing on the feet, on grounding, and the element of earth. So I'd like to share a quote from the book Yoga of the Subtle Body by T.S. Little. And so it's written there, generating stability and support through the bones and connective tissues of the feet can help regulate the nervous system, increase circulation, and improve respiration. The earthward rooting of the foundation of the body can help bring composure in the face of difficulty, whether it's a fragmented family, a health crisis, a failing marriage, or a precarious economy. To this end, standing poses in yoga help build endurance, steadiness, and resolve. So we will be focusing on our feet today. And so, interestingly enough, we will not start on our feet. We will start it in a laying down Shavasana pose. We will begin and end in a laying down position. So gathering anything that you need for support, a blanket or blocks, bolsters, whatever feels right and good for you right now. And joining me laying down to begin. Allowing yourself to feel the ground underneath your body, moving and adjusting in any way that works for you. So you can feel this ground. Noticing how it is to begin in this pose. Maybe you were not that long ago in this pose in a bed. Can you notice if it feels slightly different here than in bed? Noticing how the silence feels. Or if there are sounds around you wherever you are, just noticing that as well. Allowing yourself to arrive in this moment, noticing the feeling of laying on the ground and the sounds or silence around you right now. Allowing yourself with kindness to notice when the thoughts begin to carry you out of this present moment. And can you allow yourself for this period of time to return to the present moment, the one you have chosen to engage in this practice? Can you allow yourself to stay right here, right now? in that transition, maybe noticing if it was challenging or useful to find yourself being here in this yoga class today. And then allowing those thoughts to pass, becoming fully present here. And if your mind is rather jumping you to what you will do next, can you notice that and know that will happen? And just gently encouraging yourself to come back to this present moment. Feeling your body laying on the ground. Can you notice the points of contact that your body is making with the ground? Which parts of the body lift up? Which parts touch? Just noticing that. Noticing if the eyes are open or closed. Just noticing that with curiosity. Noticing where you are right now. And if it feels comfortable, gently allowing the eyes to soften or close, allowing yourself to go more inward. Allowing this moment to be one of exploration of what is happening internally. Can you, beginning at the top of your head, allow a wave of awareness to move through the body, just scanning and noticing any areas of tension, and as you notice that, gently softening the body where you notice tension. Allowing yourself to do this with kindness, beginning at the top of the head, noticing any tension in the face, throat and neck, shoulders. And through each part, can you move them more towards the floor, softening and grounding. Moving through the chest, the abdomen, softening the muscles and the organs, allowing your arms and hands to soften, maybe moving closer towards the floor, the ground, the earth. Allowing gravity to help with this. Knowing that you are supported as you soften and ground. You are safe in this moment. Allowing curiosity to move through the hips, the upper legs, lower legs, ankles, feet, toes. Can you feel the points of contact your body is making with the ground? Can you allow yourself to trust the ground below you to hold you? And although that may seem silly or simple, can you notice that your body may have tension and is tightening? And can you soften it even further towards the floor? Allowing a sense of melting into the floor. Feeling the ground holding you, supporting you. Can you notice gravity is holding you to that ground? Both forces working together to support you. Feel the points of contact you're making with the ground. Noticing when any muscles tense. And just noticing that with kindness and gently softening. Relaxing towards the floor, the ground, the earth. Can you notice in this moment if you feel even slightly closer to the ground than you did when we began? And you stay curious about that and see if you can soften, melting into the ground even more. Feeling the support. Allowing for a sense of groundedness to begin this practice. Softening and melting into the floor. Noticing that the muscles may tense, and know that's just an automatic movement in the body. Just your body trying to keep you safe. And can you encourage it to know that in this moment you are safe? You are laying, being held and supported by the ground and gravity. Can you allow a softening, a melting of the body onto the floor and the ground? Allowing yourself to begin to notice the breath. No need to change what's happening with the breath. Just noticing the inhale and the exhale created in the body automatically. And can you allow for each exhale to melt you even further into the ground? Softening with each exhale, feeling the ground underneath the body, noticing the points of contact, noticing that support. And then can you allow your focus to be at your feet? Noticing when I said feet, did you feel any sensations occur in the feet? And if you didn't, noticing that that is perfectly okay. Allowing for curiosity and continuing to focus on the feet, envisioning and feeling sensations on the soles of the feet. In this pose, can you imagine the shape of your feet? Is there any resistance to focusing on the feet and allowing yourself to be curious about that? We often will be repelled by the feet, and can we be curious about that? Allowing this practice to focus on the feet, noticing when the mind may want to move away or not pay attention to them, and gently encouraging the mind to go back, focusing on the feet. Allowing yourself to notice any sensations that you can feel occurring in the feet. Any tingling, pulsing, small muscle movements. Noticing sensations in the feet. Allowing your exhale to continue softening the body towards the ground. Maybe you notice that with focusing on the feet, other muscles in the body tensed. So could you relax towards the floor with each exhale and feel the sensations in the feet. Noticing the thoughts that want to take you away from this. She's not moving fast enough. What the heck is this kind of yoga? Whatever it may be. And can you allow yourself to be curious enough that you return to the feet and feel the sensations occurring in the feet right now? Building a connection with the feet before we even stand. Reminding ourselves that all of the nerves that begin in the brain run all the way to the feet. Can you feel the nerves in the feet? Noticing any sensations. being curious about what your thoughts are. Focusing on the sensations in the feet, the nerves. You find a sense of gratitude for all that the feet do. All the nerves ending there, and we walk on them. Many times repelled against and away from our feet. Can we take this moment to find gratitude for the feet? Remembering all of the bones in the feet, all balancing, allowing us to move. Think about all that they do. And we forget. We allow gratitude for the feet. Remembering that when we all first learned to walk, that was not an easy task. We continued. And there's one thing in our lives that we did not give up. We continued to practice and to try until we became upright. Most of the time, probably with a smile on our faces, unaware of all of the thoughts that could bring us down about it being impossible. Can you notice that you achieved that? Does that help to find gratitude for the feet? Can you feel the sensations there? Have you noticed that maybe with this continual focus on the feet, it was hard to feel any sensations when we started, and can you feel something now? Can you allow yourself to be curious about that? And feeling your breath. Moving in and moving out. On your next inhale, can you fill your body with as much air as possible and imagine that oxygen moving towards the feet? Can you feel sensations there? And if it's difficult, can you allow yourself to continue playing with that idea? Breathing in, imagining the oxygen moving to the feet, and with each exhale, softening the muscles into the floor. Doing this a few more times. One more breath in this pose. Slowly beginning to move. Gently turning onto your right side, curling into a ball. Pausing here. Noticing how this pose feels on the body. Taking a breath, inhaling and exhaling, and then slowly lifting yourself up and coming into a child's pose. It could be wide-legged or knees together, allowing yourself to have your arms wherever is comfortable for you. Maybe reaching forward, maybe back, maybe in between the legs. Noticing what the body wants right now. And can you find your breath here? Feeling the expansion of the back ribs with each inhale. And with each exhale, can you soften the body towards the mat in the opposite way than we were just doing? Belly towards the ground. One more breath in this pose. And gently, slowly rising, bringing the knees together if they were not already, if this works for the body, and then coming up onto your toes, gently leaning the hips back and allowing for a stretch of the toes. You can use blocks here or your fingertips, whatever feels good for you. Maybe you find movement in the neck here. No wrong way to do that, so allowing yourself to really feel the neck and what it needs. Breathing into the toes, into the neck. If you're feeling up for it and brave today, you could walk up, allowing a little bit more pressure on the toes. One more breath here, or wherever you are. If your hands were raised, bringing them back to the mat and gently tapping the feet on the floor. Rocking them. And then finding a tabletop position. Knees under hips and wrists under shoulders. And the gaze on towards the ground. Bringing your hands a little bit further, curling the toes and lifting the hips up, downward facing dog. Allowing movement here, a stretch in the body. Moving in any way that works for you, feeling the feet
on the floor, whatever parts are touching. And creating some stretch and movement. Finding stillness, lifting the hips towards the sky, neck is loose, and then bending the knees, looking forward at the hands and walking towards the top of the mat, hanging in forward fold. And this can be wherever you're comfortable, using blocks, hands can be on the legs, noticing what your body feels. And having your attention on the feet, you may place the hands on the feet, noticing how that feels. Maybe moving around the foot, encouraging groundedness. Is there a resistance to the feet? Can you allow for softening there? Doesn't matter what they look like, what issues you may feel are going on with them. Can you find gratitude right now in this moment for standing on your feet? Feeling the feet on the floor, bending the knees slightly, slowly rolling up, feeling the feet on the ground, rolling the shoulders up and back, feeling the shoulder blades meet, engaging the arms, curling the tailbone, tightening the legs, lifting through the head. Notice the feet. Notice how they're feeling in this moment, in the first standing posture. Can you feel the parts of the feet that are touching the mat, the floor, the ground? Can you notice this pose of mountain? And imagining yourself as a mountain, embedded into the earth, feet embedded into the earth. Inhaling, lifting the arms, reaching towards the sky, interlacing the fingers, and then playing with a gentle stretch, maybe reversing that grasp. If the body allows in this pose, stretching to the right, allowing the arms to be wherever they're most comfortable. You can separate. Notice what works for you. You could just use one arm, feeling the feet, reaching towards the right, feeling the curve in the spine. Inhale lifts you up. Exhale to the left. Breathing here. Feeling the feet rooted. Inhale lifts, arms separate if they were together. Exhale, engaging the arms, reaching the fingertips out to the sides. Really engage arms, allowing them to come all the way down to your sides. Reaching through the top of the head, curling the tailbone under, noticing the feet. Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, clasping the fingers, pointing, possibly this time, and exhaling, reaching to the right. Inhale, lifts, and curling to the left. Inhale, lifts, and one more time. Exhale into the right. Inhale, lifts. Exhale into the left. Inhale, lifts. Can you notice your feet? Can you notice if the focus stayed with the feet as we were moving? Or did it move away? And can you allow the focus to continue to be on the feet? Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhaling, allowing them to come down, engaged and active arms. Feeling the feet. Gently shifting the weight to the left foot and slowly lifting the right and playing with a sense of balance here. Feeling that left foot engaged on the ground, and your right toe can be gently playing with balance. If it works for you, you could lift that right leg higher. You could extend it fully if you'd like. Noticing what works for you here and just playing with balance. Nothing being right or wrong. Notice in the balancing all of the muscles that it takes in order to keep you standing and balancing. Allowing movement. And then engaging the arms if you're feeling really brave. Feeling the muscles, allowing movement, and feeling that left foot connected with the ground. Gently lowering, if you have not already, feeling that right foot engage with the ground again. Noticing the sensations occurring in the body right now. Noticing the feet. Does it feel like there's a little bit of a difference in them, in the sensations with those feet right now? Or not? And then shifting the weight to the right foot, feeling it grounded into the earth, and then gently playing with balance on the opposite side. And again, it can be very gentle. Arms can be wherever you would like them to be. Playing with balance on the right side. Just playing. Feeling when balance becomes a challenge, noticing if one side is different than the other. Notice where your gaze is. And if you'd like to engage arms, doing that. Feeling all that it takes to balance you on this side. Feeling that right foot connected to the ground, to the earth. And gently lowering that left foot if it wasn't already. And finding your mountain pose. Feeling both feet connected. Tight legs, tailbone curled, core is engaged, chest lifted, shoulders down and back, head lifting. Arms strong. Notice the feet.
Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhaling to chair. Bringing the buttocks back, making sure that you can see your toes. The knees are not over the toes. Feeling the feet connected to the ground. Inhaling, lifting up. And exhaling, chair. Nice and slow. Feeling your feet connected. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, chair. Holding it here. Feeling the feet. And then bringing the arms down to the mat. Bringing the right foot back into a high lunge. Feeling the left foot connected to the mat, the ground, the earth. Dropping that right knee, flattening the foot, and taking 3 breaths here. Notice the feet, one connected and one flipped, with the sole raised. Notice those sensations. Gently walking back and bringing the left toes towards the nose. Gaze towards the mat. Your inhale lifts, nice straight spine, remembering the neck is part of the spine. And on the exhale, you may fold closer. Inhale lifts. Exhale, fold. Gently walking forward, planting that left foot down into the ground, allowing that right hip to release, curling the right toes, lifting the knee, and pushing up, forward fold. Breathing here, allowing yourself to notice the feet connected on the ground, allowing the lower body to be strong, the upper body to be waterfalling over the lower. And bending the knees slightly, focusing on the feet rolling up. Feel the feet connected to the ground, rooted into the earth. Inhaling, arms left. Exhaling, over to the right. Inhaling, lifts. Exhaling to the left. Feel the feet. Inhale, lifts. Exhale to the right. Inhale, lifts. And last one to the left. Inhale, the arms lift. Exhale, arms come to a T, hinging at the hips. Slowly swan diving. Feeling the feet. Forward fold. Allowing the neck to be loose. Breathe in here. And then bending the knees, planting the hands, and bringing the left leg back, high lunge. Dropping the knee, flattening the foot, and taking 3 breaths here. slowly walking the hands back, bringing the right toes up towards the nose, gazing towards the ground. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, may fold you further. Allowing yourself to use any supports you need. Noticing how it is to have one foot raised, toes towards you, and one foot flat, sole reaching towards the sky. Feeling the sensations in the feet. Slowly walking forward, planting that right foot down, noticing the sensations when it hits the floor. Breathing into the left hip, allowing a release. Curling the left toes, lifting the knee, pushing up, forward fold. Feeling the feet making contact with the ground. Breathing into the internal organs that are getting a nice massage here. Bending the knees, rolling up. Inhale, lifts, clasping the fingers, pointing towards the sky, adjusting, curling the tailbone under, arms by the ears if they can be, and if this is not comfortable, changing, adjusting to what works for your body. Inhaling, lifting up, exhaling, reaching to the right. Inhale, lifts, noticing the feet. Exhale to the left. Inhale, lifts, noticing the feet. Exhale to the right. Inhale, lifts, exhaling to the left. Coming back to center, separating the arms, reaching them out actively as if somebody was pulling from your wrist. Drop the shoulders down, curling the tailbone under. Holding it here, reaching through the fingertips, dropping the shoulders down and back. Can you feel the arms engaged? Breathing here. Feel the feet. Inhaling and exhaling, swan diving forward slowly, mindfully, feeling the feet, the movement they are making to keep you balanced as you do this. Allowing the hands to meet the mat, bending the knees as much as it takes to get there. Bending the knees even more, allowing the upper body to rest on the lower body. Neck is loose. Taking a breath here, feeling the feet. Next, inhale, lifts the arms, chair. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Making sure you can see your toes. Feeling the toes still planted in the earth. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, chair. Feel the feet. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, chair. Feeling the feet. Inhale, lifts. This time, bringing the arms out, strong, curling the tailbone, reaching through the fingertips, shoulders down and away from the ears. Can you feel the muscles in your back, your arms, your core? Can you feel your feet? Tighten the muscles in your legs. Feel your feet. Are all the muscles in your body tightened right now? Can you tighten them? Inhaling here, exhaling, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Allowing the head to be heavy and the neck to be loose. Taking 3 breaths here. Feeling your feet. Bending the knees, slowly rolling up. Feeling the feet. Rolling the shoulders up and back, curling the tailbone, shoulders down and away from the ears. Mountain. Shifting the weight to the left foot. Finding a point of focus. It's not moving. And slowly, again, playing with balance here. Allowing yourself to engage in tree if you'd like, bringing the knee out to the side, lifting the arms, noticing what your body would like, and maybe it's a play. Just playing with the left foot being grounded into the earth. Feel the left foot grounded into the earth. And then gently bringing the right foot down, bringing the arms down, feeling both feet engaged, grounded into the earth. Shifting the weight to the right foot and gently playing with the left. Again, creating any movement that works for you. Playing with feeling balance on the right foot. Breathing wherever you are. Playing around. We're just playing. Feel the right foot connected to the earth. And then allowing the left foot to meet the right, feeling them both grounded, reaching towards the sky. Exhaling, arms come down by your sides, engaging in mountain. Noticing your feet. Can you notice sensations in your feet? Gently coming all the way down to the mat in whatever way works for you. And allowing the feet to meet, if that is possible, allowing the knees to open out to the side. And if that does not work for you, finding a pose that does, an upright seated position. Lifting the top of the head towards the ceiling. Feeling the base of the spine in the mat. And if it's possible, feeling both soles of your feet touching. Noticing any sensations occurring in the feet. If it works for your body, placing your palms together as well. Taking a few breaths here, feeling the connection of the nerves. Feeling any sensations occurring in the feet. One more breath here. And if the knees were apart, gently bringing them together, bringing the feet flat onto the mat. And if it works for your body, gently rolling back and forth on your spine. If that does not work, just allowing a stretch that feels good for you. Taking these few last moments before we settle again to do whatever your body needs. And then gently allowing yourself to find a final resting pose that works for you. If you'd like, returning to the soles of the feet meeting and allowing the knees to drop out to the side. If that isn't comfortable mentally or physically, don't do it. If you would like a little bit more support there to allow yourself to play with that pose, you could cover yourself with a blanket. You could put books or blocks underneath the legs or knees, allowing yourself support, pillows. And just allowing yourself to find a final resting pose for this practice that works for your body today. Noticing how it feels to be laying down again. Notice how it feels mentally. Notice how it feels physically. Noticing what parts of your body are making contact with the floor, the ground, and the earth. And can you notice, do you feel closer to the earth than you did when you started? Was your body more easily relaxed when we came down this time? If it's not, no worries. If it is, just notice. Either way, just notice. And allowing the focus to be at the feet. Feeling any sensations that are occurring right now. Noticing sensations occurring in the feet, pulsing. Any sensations. Feeling your breath and allowing your next inhale to move all the way to the feet. And your exhale to soften the muscles towards the floor.
Breathing in, focusing the oxygen, moving all the way to the feet. And exhaling, softening all the muscles in the body towards the ground, the earth. Can you allow yourself to feel connected to the earth? Have you noticed that during this time you have been connecting with the earth more? Maybe going outside more, gardening. Think about and expand the mind to how you have been connecting with the earth. And if there are thoughts of not connecting, allowing a sense of kindness there to yourself. Maybe allowing this practice as a reminder to connect to the earth. To notice how you may feel differently after you do. There is a support constantly there for us. The earth, the gravity that holds us to the earth. Play for a few moments with how you could connect more fully to the earth. And in this moment, allowing each exhale to soften you even further as you play with ideas. Noticing in your mind how you see yourself connecting with earth. Notice any muscles that are trying to jump you up. And just giving them a few more moments. With each exhale, can you soften them closer towards the earth? Staying curious about how this slow yoga practice may affect you throughout the rest of the day. Can you just stay a few moments longer? Noticing when the mind takes you away from the focus of feet, earth. And can you gently, with kindness, bring it back to feet, earth, allowing yourself to literally ground. Grounding into the earth, feeling the feet. Taking one more breath here, softening on the exhale towards the earth. Allowing yourself to find gratitude for the earth. And very gently rolling to one side. Lifting up. And for today's practice, coming to standing to close. Finding your feet, making connection to the ground, the earth, softening the shoulders, softening the body, softening the eyes if they're not already. Feeling the feet on the ground, on the earth. Inhaling, lifting the arms. Exhaling, allowing them to float to your sides. Feeling the feet. Inhaling, lifting again. Exhaling, feeling the feet. And last one, inhaling. And exhaling, feeling the feet. Notice the feet. Gently opening the eyes. Coming back to the room that you are in. Thank you all for practicing with me. Feel connected and grounded to the earth with your feet. And enjoy a beautiful day. Thank you.